Good morning, guys. So today we are going to be going to Pisa, the city of Pisa in Italy. Now, right now we're currently in Florence. So from here, we're going to be taking the Santa Maria Novella train station in Florence, Italy, and then taking that over to Pisa Centrale train station. From there, we'll walk over to where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is located. But today it's going to be a day trip where we're going to go to Pisa for the day, and then we're going to come back to Florence to sleep in our Airbnb. But we're really excited to see this Leaning Tower of Pisa. It should be a short train station ride from here to there. So let's go. So right now we're walking over to the Santa Maria di Novella train station here in Florence, Italy, on our way to Pisa, as I mentioned before. But I mean, just the city of Florence is completely alive. As we're walking over to the train station in front of the cathedral here in Florence, it looks like there's horses, a full line of several people on horses walking down the streets. There's a drum line with several instruments, drums, trumpet, trombone, a conductor, and they're just in front of the church performing. And it seems like it's very periodic here. So far I've only been here in Florence for 2 days, and that has been very common, where you see a lot of just community performances here in town. So it's a nice way to start the day on a good note as we're walking over to the train station. But still very excited for Pisa coming up here. Also, if you do want to see the video that I did when we were in Florence, for that video itself, you can take a look into my own YouTube channel. For that video itself in Florence is when we go see the famous Florence Bridge. We go inside the Cathedral Santa Maria dei Fiori Church and climbed 465 steps to make it to the top of the Duomo, followed by actually climbing the bell tower itself, which was 416 steps to make it to the top. Really cool video. Definitely recommend checking it out. So go to the page, that way you'll be able to see that video. But from here, let's go on to Pisa. What's up, guys? So we're on the way to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, but since we haven't had any breakfast or lunch, we stopped by this small family-owned restaurant where they do have a variety selection from like meat options, pasta, pizza, wine, beer. So we made a quick pit stop to get some food before we do go over to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I ordered myself a margarita pizza with some French fries because I've been craving French fries. I haven't had them in a while. Alright, so for Fred and my mom, they got the Birria Pisana, which would be the local beer here in Pisa, the city of Pisa. This would be the local beer. And you can see the Leaning Tower of Pisa on the beer bottle itself. Now, birra in Italian would be beer, so it's La Birria Pisana. Actually, really cool to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa on the actual beer bottle. Now, I know for Fred, he's been trying the local beers in all of the cities that we go to just to see how the local beers are. Kind of cool. There they have the shields with the Leaning Tower of Pisa, some fireworks, and the little town on the side. Did you like it? Yeah. What did you think, Fred?
It was good. The one in Florence was a little better, but this one was good.
Why was the one in Florence better?
It was smoother. This one is a little...
Is it a little more bitter?
Kind of.
Cheers.
Cheers. Pretty good.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Fred said that it was like kind of like it had like some kind of taste. What taste do you taste it?
I think it tastes almost the same, but the other one is a little smoother. But this one's not bad at all.
Huh.
Not at all.
Alright, so our food just got here. So here we do have our, so I got a margarita pizza. Look at that. It looks so good. And then I got French fries. My mom got baked potato wedges. And my dad got the grilled steak with potato wedges.
No, you're right, ¿no?
And then from here, Stevie also got a margarita pizza. And then for Fred, he got the
4 cheese or quattro formaggi.
So he got the extra cheese. So now let's try this pizza. Approved.
¿Esa que era, Fanny? ¿Qué decía que era? Era delicious.
Steak.
Steak.
What do you think of it? Is it good?
Really good.
Y luego
Is it cooked good?
con sus fries. Oh, ven, aquí no se puede hacer.
Nope.
Not bad. And just like that, the pizza is gone. Delicious. Alright, so now from here we're going to continue down the pathway and make our way over to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now walking over from Pisa Centrale train station and then walking from there all the way to Pisa, it will be about a 24-minute walk, which does sound a lot, but once you start walking and just kind of sightseeing along the way, it actually isn't that bad. And before you know it, the time goes by very quickly. And especially here in Europe, more so like in Italy, Europe, it's very customary to walk wherever it is that you need to go to all of your destinations. It's a short walk, but it's nice because you can see a ton of restaurants along the way, shops, bars. It's a really nice view to get there. And there it is. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Then you have the church right over here on this side. And on the very far corner there would be the baptistry. Honestly, it's breathtaking. It's a lot bigger in person for sure. But just like everyone else here, I'm gonna have to take my famous photo leaning to make sure you're holding on to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I have to take that photo. So there is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and you can see there's some people way in the very top that climb their way to the top, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So we're walking over to redeem our tickets. Now, the tickets that we did do here, it grants us access to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the church, and the baptistry. Now we're just gonna go redeem our tickets to be able to have access to all of these, but with our tickets as well, it does give us access to museums as well, so pretty excited for that. So then, just so you guys are aware, you can't have any bags, purses, or anything if you plan on going to the top of the Leaning Tower. However, the city here does provide you free lockers. As I mentioned before, it does provide free lockers here for you where you can store your items. You just have to show them a ticket that you do have access to enter the Leaning Tower, and then they'll let you store your items for free. But you need to do it 15 minutes before your scheduled time to go on top of the Leaning Tower. If it's any time extra, they won't let you store your items, and that is because they only have a selected amount of lockers that are available for everyone. So you need to be there in the locker area at least 15 minutes before your scheduled time to go up, store your items for free, then go up the Leaning Tower, and once you come down, you have to immediately go and pick it up. They will not keep your items there for you throughout your entire duration of being here in Pisa area. And then they'll give you a little ticket so you can have with you. But again, you have to have your tickets already pre-booked, and you have to show them the time that you are scheduled to make your way to the very top. So I thought that was a good incentive where they're able to store your items for you in the meantime that you go up the tower. Now for that locker area, just so that way you guys know where it's at, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is here. Then you have the grassy area, and then the cloakroom is what it's called. Will be right through those doors there, and that's where you'll lock your items. And then here in the back area is where you have the church. But right now we do have a time frame that we're going to be making our way to the top, so we're trying to quickly walk over so we can wait in line and be able to climb those steps to the very top. This would be from the inside of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I'm assuming once you go through the steps to go in through there, you'll just be along the walls till you hit the very top, going in circles. All right, let's go. Compared to the other stairs that we went up, I think these are a little more easier. They're more smoother to go up. But you also do see that the walls are kind of curving to the side as you're leaning.
Sorry.
Okay.
Look right there.
How's this one, Mom?
We got a little practice, so a little better.
This is the third one. Let me see.
Almost there.
No choice,
You go first.
Let's do this.
So as you're going in a spiral stairwell all the way to the top, there's small little break pockets where there's a door and more so air coming in. You can see the people down there in the entire city of Pisa. So it's kind of dark, but that would be the stairwell going down. This would be the stairwell going up. And just like all the other, the Duomo, the bell tower, the same way to go up is the same way to go down. So people are going up and down at the same time. So you just kind of have to push over to the side to let the people come through. All right, let's go.
No, grazie che...
So there's another pocket there. You can see the Pisa Church and the baptistry in the back. It's so funny. So you're basically going in a circle all the way to the top. Alright guys, we have made it to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Look at this. Look at this amazing view. You can see all the people down there. All the people down there along the fence, taking pictures. The famous photo with the Leaning Tower, holding it up so it doesn't fall down. You have the Pisa. You have the Pisa Church itself here, and then the baptistry on the backside from there. But the Leaning Tower of Pisa gives you a full 360 look into the entire city of Pisa, Italy. Now more for your safety, as you can see there's a fence here to make sure you don't fall off. Here, watch out. But if you do go around the Pisa, you'll see like columns throughout. Really pretty columns. And you just wrap around the full 360 to take a look at the city from every angle. Now for those who are wondering how many steps is it to make your way all the way to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's 200 steps. So compared to the Florence Duomo, which is 465, or the Florence Bell Tower, which is 416 steps, this one here is just 200 steps to make your way to the very top. So we've already done the other two, so we kind of already had a stamina to be able to take this one. This one was a breeze, honestly, compared to the other ones. But I mean, once you make your way to the very top, the view is absolutely breathtaking. Just taking a look around, just seeing the rooftops of the buildings. You can see restaurants at the bottom, the people at the bottom taking the infamous photo with the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You can see churches off into the distance. It definitely is a very memorable experience. And even just walking along from the side here, it kind of looks like you're gonna fall off because you're kind of tilted as you're walking through. But take a look at the views from here.
I'm going to give rope lessons.
So here you can see the bell at the very top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and it looks like there's several bells. And here you can see all of the people on the edge. You can see all of the people on the edge taking the photo of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now this itself would be at the very top. So there's two layers to the very top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the one where all the columns are, and then you go one more set of spiral stairs, and then you'll make it to this area here where there literally is just a fence kind of holding you so you don't fall over, and with the bells here. I'm not gonna lie, on my way up, and it's it's a very tight space, and it does feel like I'm gonna fall off. My dad's just looking at me, laughing at me, because I don't do well with heights, and this one's very close to the edge. And honestly, this fence here doesn't look like it's strong enough. So I'm like walking very slow through the sides. So there you can see the second bell, and this would be the very top of the tower itself. So that would be another bell. There's several bells up here, but you get, just like down there, a full 360 look of the entire city. When I first came up, my parents saw me and they just started laughing. I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to go down. Look. So basically you have the first step, second, third, fourth, and then you make your way to the center where all the bells are. But as you're walking around, you're literally just using these steps. And then the next step over would be right on the ledge to go under from the tower. So when you're walking down this pathway, you're basically just using these steps. No! Get away. How was it?
Amazing. I'm so glad to be here.
Did you get scared too when you came to the top?
A little.
I'm ready to go down.
Yeah, especially if it's leaning. Otherwise, it would have been
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's fine.
So they're telling us now that it's time for us to go down. When you do come up, you only have a certain amount of limited time to be up here, so that way they can let the next group to come up, and that's because since there's only one way to come up, same way to go down, you're limited at the top. But from here, we're gonna make our way down. Now this itself would be right in the center of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. You can see bells on all angles. There's bells all over. And then right in the center, you can see the first floor when you first start going up the stairwell. That would give you an inside look from the very bottom. And there you have it. So from here we're gonna make our way down back in the tower and go through all those stairwells. Let's go. See you down there. These steps, though, I will say, they are pretty slippery. And the same way to come up is the same way to go down. Although, I will say that these stairs have a smooth surface. So if you have shoes that are not slip resistant, you may slip. You just have to be careful on your way up because they easily are slippery to where you may or may not slip and fall down. Well, these are big steps. And here we are just making it to the bottom once again. And just taking a look at the very top. So there's a little window at the very top, and that would be where we were earlier, looking down. But now we're looking up. So if you were ever wondering how the Leaning Tower of Pisa looks like on the inside, it's completely open. And there you have some information of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But it's all open. Take a look. The entire inside area is completely open, and then you make your way to the very top, utilizing a stairwell just on this side. But with the stairwell, you basically just make your way all around the edges. You make your way all around the edges until you get to the very top. And that's how the stairwell is. You just go in a spiral all the way till you make it to the very top, and then from up there you can look down. There you go. So now let's look for the rest of the family. I lost them on the way going down. Where are they? Oh, there they are. I was like, where are they? Hello. How was it for you guys?
It was scary.
Were you actually scared? In what part? The first part of it? No, I know, but like the first part or at the very top? How about you?
Yeah, it was weird going up the stairs to land it.
What did you think, Stevie?
I thought it was cool. It was like, it was interesting to walk up like a tower that's leaning.
I know. All right, so then from here we're gonna go grab our belongings that we left in the locker room area, and then we'll check out the church itself, the baptistry, and then take the famous photo with the Leaning Tower. And then here next to the cloakroom, you have a gift shop, where here it's called Bookshop, where you can buy a lot of items here at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool, little miniature Leaning Towers. Or you can get like a little snow globe. Whoa. So these are little statue replicas of the Leaning Tower. They even have little keychains of the tower. Of these two, I like that one. So that way you can add it to your collection.
This one's a little too big.
I mean, those are nice, but they're a little too big. And see, just right out of the gift shop, you can see it there. So now from here, we're going to go inside the Pisa church. So Stevie is gonna light up a candle for our whole family here in the Pisa church. All right. Did you do a prayer for us? Wow. So just coming outside of the church in Pisa, beautiful building, beautiful church, very high ceilings. There's artwork along every inch along the walls, different artworks from the apostles, angels, even some of the priests, just really more so telling a story itself. So it's just a very holy space to be in. Really glad I was able to be part of this. So this is the baptistry.
You were gonna get in the elevator.
So once you're inside the baptistry, there's a stairwell that takes you to the upper portion of the gallery, so you can overlook from the bottom at the very top of the gallery itself. So at this one, we're just climbing up the stairs, so that way we can take a look at the entire view. I mean, we definitely have climbed a lot of stairs in this trip so far, going up towers, Duomos, the baptistry. Almost there, Mom. This is it, and then you're at the top. And once you make your way to the upper gallery of the baptistry, you can take a look down, which is where we were earlier, and just look down at the view. You can see the columns along the side. I mean, it's a small space with a very high ceiling. So from the baptistry, you can even see the Leaning Tower of Pisa from the windows. Look at that. With the Pisa Cathedral in the front, the Leaning Tower of Pisa on the back, and where we are right now is the baptistry. Going down the set of stairs of the baptistry in Pisa. And just like that, we're on the first floor of the baptistry. That's where we were just a moment ago. So this is the baptistry here in Pisa. The Pisa Cathedral. And along here, this itself would be the museum. But as you can see, the entire cathedral square is surrounded by a bordered wall. And again, this area was built really more so centuries ago. And this itself was used as a layer of protection to more so protect this holy space, this holy area. Utilizing the border wall from there. And you can actually climb up to the top as well. I can see people on the very edge on the top. So I'm assuming that's where the guards would be at that time to protect the cathedral square. But just around the area, it's really fresh right now. It's October 1st, 2023, so there's very fresh air, nice breeze, it's not too hot, and you know, people are just lounging, relaxing by the grassy area. But right now, what did you want to do? Did you want to go into the museum? There we are. So from here we're going to go inside the museum and take a look into some of the history of the cathedral square. What's funny is when you are here in the Leaning Tower of Pisa area, you see everyone doing the famous photo, grabbing the Leaning Tower, making sure it doesn't fall off, taking their own poses with their hands extended. And it's funny because it's everywhere you look. So you have a couple there, you have people reaching out, and it's all to take the famous photo of you holding on to the Leaning Tower. And of course, we're going to do it too.
Oh, sí, okay.
Alright guys, so we just saw the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Pisa Church, and the baptistry at one of the museums here. Now from here my phone is about, my camera's about to die. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you liked the video, be sure to smash that like button and comment down below. I'll try to answer as many questions as you guys have. Also, I'll leave all the information from the tickets that we got in the description box below. But from here, we're just gonna make our way back to the Pisa Italy train station and then go back to Florence to sleep for the day. And then from there, the next day or tomorrow, we're gonna be going to the Tuscany vineyards. We have a wine tour that we're gonna be going to as a day trip as well. So if you wanna see that video, be sure to go to my YouTube channel. That video will be there so you guys can see it. Other than that, thank you Pisa for welcoming my family into your beautiful city. Until next time, see you guys later.